Hi, this is Nancy at Amen Acres Homestead, and I wanted to share with you tonight how I make my own homemade butter. We have tried to go to a more natural, less preservatives diet, and this is how I do it. Now you can use just one container of heavy whipping cream if you like, but I like to make a big batch, so I make two. The best priced one is at Aldi's. I have a love affair with Aldi's. You should know. So all you have to do is take this little lid off, pour it in there, and try not to splatter it everywhere. Now to start with, you want to turn it on low because you don't want to splatter everything all over your kitchen. And it takes a little while to do this, but it is wonderful. It's richer and creamier than store-bought butter, no preservatives. You can decide whether you want salt in your butter or not. I put just a little bit of salt in mine. Fudgy brownies, and I need buttermilk for that. The best thing about this is you get a 2-for-1. You get the butter and the buttermilk. Like you use for Cool Whip or something. After that stage, it takes a little bit longer to get to the butter. So we're almost to the whipping cream stage. You can see how it's thickening up nicely. You know, I was a single mom. I used to make this kind of stuff for my kids when they were younger. I made the fudgy brownies. I thought I'd share with you my recipe and tell you how I made it better, improved on it. The secret is reel everything. This is just almost to the Cool Whip or calf slobber stage, or whip topping. It's got to be just a little bit longer before it will drop the buttermilk. That's how you know when the butter's ready. It'll start to look kind of waxy, and then it drops the buttermilk. As soon as it's ready to that stage, you put it in the ice water and rinse it out and squeeze it together. And you can press it into any kind of container that you would like. Now turn it up another notch and let it do its thing. I grew up with the term calf slobbers. How many of you grew up with that term? It was actually my grandparents who used to call it that. My kids used to fight over who was licking the beater when I was making frosting. Not butter, but frosting. Did you used to do that? Did you ever lick the beater when you were a kid? Can you see how it's getting thicker? Getting more like the whip topping stage? There we are, whip topping stage it is. At this point, if you wanted to take it out and put some sweetening in it and make it for whip topping, you could do that. Turning yellow now. Here in just a few minutes, the butter and buttermilk will separate. My grandma used to have one of those hand butter churns in a jar. Isn't this way better? I love this kitchen egg. You can see how the butter's changing. In just a second, it'll drop the buttermilk and you'll be able to see that happen. Check, may have. Let's see if it's ready now. Nope, take just a few more minutes. It's not quite there. No, wait. Nope, it's just started dropping the buttermilk. It might have finished up. Yep, there it is. Let's see, put that down. This is the butter stage. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell, but you can see how it's dropped the milk in the bottom and the butter itself feels kind of waxy. It forms together. That's how the butter should look when it's dropped the buttermilk and it's ready to press. So now I'm going to take that off of there. Push this back. Counter's just not big enough sometimes. warm it together. And rinse it in here. Ooh, that's cold. Rinse it out several times so it doesn't get rancid. The colder it is, the better it is. A little hard on the hands, but it sure helps the butter form. And rinses it out. What I do after that is I just press it into a container. You can put it in any container that you would like to. And that's how you do it. That's fresh homemade butter. You just set it in the fridge and let it cool off. And you can use it as soon as you're ready. Thank you for joining me here today in my kitchen. This is Amy and Acres Homestead. We'd like to ask you to please like, subscribe, share it on your social media, and please give a comment what you think. If I can answer any questions or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you very much, and join us again next time when I make fudgy brownies.